You want to make real money online in 2025. Let me be straight with you. Most of the stuff people talk about is a waste of time or just not worth your energy. I'm going to break down everything from the absolute worst to the best ways to make money online. So let's start from the bottom, because knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what works and what to do. Now, if you're wondering why you should listen to me, that's fair. My name is Fred, and so far, I've made thousands of dollars a day in profit working from home in my bathrobe, even though a couple years ago, I only had a few $100 in the bank. So I do know a thing or two about making money online. At the very bottom, in the worst groups, are things like online surveys and product testing. You might have seen ads or videos telling you that you can make money by answering surveys or testing products from home. It sounds easy, right? You sit, click some buttons and get paid. But here's the problem. The pay is extremely low. Sometimes you work for an hour and you earn only a few cents or a couple of dollars. That's not a real job or business. You cannot grow it or make it bigger because you're getting paid by how much you click or test. Also, it's very boring and doesn't teach you any new skills. It's like spinning your wheels but going nowhere. Then there's play-to-earn mobile games and reward apps that promise you money if you play games or do simple tasks on your phone. The catch is that you're not really the one making money. The companies behind these games or apps use you to make their own money by collecting your data or getting advertising money. They give you tiny rewards that don't add up to serious cash. And plus, it's not reliable or sustainable. You can't build a future on those silly apps because they can disappear anytime and the money you make is just peanuts. You're making cents per hour. So these are absolute traps that waste your time and energy. Next up is the group I call overhyped and low margin. These are things like dropshipping and print on demand. Dropshipping is when you sell products online, but you don't keep any stock yourself. You find cheap stuff on places like AliExpress, list it in your online store, and when someone buys, the supplier ships it directly to the customer. Sounds easy, right? But the problem is that everyone is doing this, and the competition is crazy. The margins, which is basically the money you actually keep after paying for the product and ads, are super small. You might make just a few dollars on each sale, and sometimes the shipping takes weeks, which makes customers angry and less likely to buy from you again. It's a race to the bottom and not a good long-term plan. Print on demand is similar. You create designs for t-shirts, mugs, or hats, and when someone buys, a company prints it and ships it for you. The market is crowded with thousands of people doing the same thing. The profit per sale is tiny, maybe $5 or less, and that often doesn't cover the ads you pay to get people to your store. You don't own the brand, you don't own the customer, and it's hard to make it grow into a real business. So these ideas might sound cool and low risk, but the money just isn't there for most people. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Now we get to the middle group. This is good if you want a side hustle to make some extra money on the cash, but it's not great if you want to be rich or build a big business. Now, freelancing fits here. Freelancing means you offer your skills like writing, editing, voiceovers, graphic design, or video work to clients who pay you per job. This is probably one of the quickest ways to make some decent money because you can start immediately and there's always people who need help. The catch is you're trading your time for money. If you only work 1 hour, you only get paid for 1 hour. There is no real way to scale unless you hire others or increase your prices. Also, it can be unstable because clients come and go. Affiliate marketing is another thing in this group. This means you promote other people's products online, and when someone buys through your special link, you earn a commission. Eventually, it can become passive income, meaning you make money while you sleep. But that takes a long time. You either have to build a blog, which takes years to get visitors, build a big social media audience, or learn how to run ads, which is complicated and expensive. There's a steep learning curve, and it takes patience to see results. So these options are okay to start making some money, but they're not the fastest or easiest way to build a serious business. Now let's talk about the better group. This is where real businesses live, but they need patience and hard work. Content creation is one big example. This means making videos on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. You make content that people like to watch, and then you get paid through ads, sponsorships, or selling your own products. The best thing about content creation is that it can grow over time and make passive income. Once a video is popular, it keeps earning money long after you post it. But here is the important part. It's very slow at the beginning. You might post videos every day for weeks or months and not make a single dollar. It takes consistency, patience, and effort to grow an audience. Then there's online courses and coaching. This is where you teach people something you already know. It can be very profitable because you create one course and sell it many times without extra work. But the problem is that you must already have some knowledge or results to show people. If you're just starting out and don't have experience, it's hard to convince people to pay for your course or coaching. You need credibility and proof that what you teach actually works. So this group is great if you want to build a business that lasts, but it's not easy for absolute beginners. Now let's move to the serious business level. This group has options that requires skills and some money upfront, but the payoff is much better. Branded e-commerce is here. This means selling your own products with your own brand, not just copying some random stuff from Wish or AliExpress. You control everything from the website to the packaging to customer service. Because you build trust and loyalty, you get better profit margins and repeat customers. You do need to invest quite a big amount of money in inventory and marketing at first, but you're building a real business that you can sell or grow. But honestly, expect 20 to 50K to start this kind of business. Then there's the agency model. This is where you help other businesses to get customers using social media, ads, or content. For example, you might run Facebook ads for a local business or create videos for a brand. This model can make 6 or even 7 figures per year. It can grow quickly, but you need to deliver strong results to your clients and manage your team if you hire people. So it's not passive, but it is one of the fastest ways to build a serious online business. So in this group, you're working hard and investing time and money, but you're also building something real and valuable. Finally, the top group. This is by far the fastest way to make real money online in 2025. High-ticket consulting and services. What this means is you offer a skill or your knowledge to help people to solve a big problem and you charge big money for it. You might sell your service for $1,000, $2,000, or even $5,000 per client. The best part is you don't need a huge audience or complicated marketing. You just need one clear offer that solves one painful problem. If you can do that, people will pay you because the value you give them is much bigger than what they pay. The model is beginner friendly if you pick the right problem to solve and position yourself correctly. It's also easy to scale because you can raise prices or help more clients. This model is the one that changed my life. When I started selling high-ticket offers instead of cheap products, everything became easier and more profitable. You don't need fancy technology, expensive ads, or thousands of followers. You just need clarity about what you offer and the courage to sell it. So here's the simple truth. When I look for a way to make money online, I check 3 things. Can it scale? Meaning, can it grow without working more hours? Is it profitable? Meaning, does it make good money after costs? Or do we only keep like 5%, which is nothing? And is it easy enough to start without spending a fortune, tens of thousands of dollars? The best business ideas checks all 3 boxes. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots speed up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. If I were starting today with nothing and I wanted to get to $10,000 per month online as quickly as possible, here is exactly what I would do. I would start with a B-tier option like content creation. I would pick one platform like YouTube or TikTok and post videos every day for at least 30 to 90 days. At the same time, I would prepare a high-ticket offer from the S tier. I would find a problem I can solve for someone, learn everything about it as much as I can, and get some early results even for free if needed. Then I would start selling that offer. This combination gives you visibility and real money fast. And before I finish, let me tell you what I wish I avoided when I first started. I wasted months on surveys, dropshipping, print on demand, and reward apps. All of those things seemed like quick ways to make money, but they never worked for me. Instead of chasing small payoffs, I should have focused on building skills and real businesses from the start. So please don't make the same mistake. Learn from my mistakes. The best piece of advice I can give you is to build something simple, something that pays you for what you deserve. And you don't need any fancy tools or lots of money to get started. I didn't have any of these things. You just need to be clear about what you want and be brave enough to try and keep going no matter what. Most people never get to $10,000 per month or more because they quit. If you're a quitter, you can't complain about anything. That's how you win in 2025. That's how you get ahead of 99% of people, by sticking to the right thing long enough to see results. But most people give up. And not only that, but when they do stick to something, they stick to the wrong thing. Now, if you're serious about becoming financially free this year, click the link in the description below, because I've made a video where I'm explaining how I've made thousands of dollars per day in profit. You can also book a free strategy call with me or a member of my team, and together we'll show you how you can implement my method to reach $10,000 in 90 days or less, or at least as quickly as possible. But be quick, because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. And soon we'll take this video down. So click on the link in the description below, watch the quick video, book your call, and with that said, I'll see you on the other side.